Hello, good evening, and welcome to another episode of the Administrator Masterclass Sneak Peek. My name is Tunde Disu, and thank you once again for joining me on today's program. And today is a special program because on today's program we'll be looking at a key factor in the life of a church or a ministry, a key source of income for churches and ministries. And on today's program, we're looking at gift aid, the gift aid system. What is gift aid? What is gift aid? Gift aid simply is an income tax relief that is designed by government to help churches, ministries, and charity organizations, including community amateur sports club. So if you're a community amateur sports club, you are also entitled to claim gift aid. What does it mean? Well, in practical, what does it mean? Let me put it this way. How would you feel as an organization if without you doing anything or doing very little, you have extra 25% coming into your account because of gift aid? That is as simple as it is. So imagine somebody donated £1 to you as a charity or as a church or as a ministry, and for that £1, government then say, okay, because the person that gave you the £1 is a taxpayer, and because the person has met all the requirements for gift aid, here is an extra 25p on top of his £1. And it doesn't cost the donor anything extra. Let me explain that in another way. Say Tunde Disu, who is a taxpayer, donated £100 to your charity, to your church, or to your ministry. But because Tunde Disu is a taxpayer who has also met other requirements that qualifies him to give via gift aid system, the government, on your request, will then give you extra £25 on top of the £100 that Tunde Disu gave to you. Invariably, what that means is, instead of you receiving a gift or a donation of £100 from Tunde Disu, you are actually receiving £125 because he is a taxpayer who has paid enough tax and has also completed the gift aid form, the gift aid declaration form, giving you, the organization, the church, the ministry, the charity, the community amateur sports club. By completing that declaration form, I am giving you the power to go to the government and say to them, Mr. Tunde Disu has donated £100. He has also indicated that he's a taxpayer and has paid enough tax. And this is the confirmation of his declaration to give via gift aid. Therefore, you, government, owe our company, our charity rather, another £25. It's as simple as that. It doesn't cost me, Tunde Disu, the donor or the giver, anything extra. Apart from, all it takes is you going back to HMRC to claim that extra £25. So as you can see, gift aid is a booster to the income of any organization, especially a church, a ministry, a charity, a community amateur sports club that qualifies to claim gift aid. Now, just because you are a charity or you're a church or a community amateur sports club does not mean government will come knocking on your door to say, oh, by the way, here is extra money for you. You have your responsibilities. There are things that you need to put in place. There are systems that you need to establish. There are software that you need to have. There are basic things that you need to have in place for you to be able to raise that claim to the government. Now, it is in this area of setting up the system, it is in this aspect of managing the processing that the administrators and organization can come and help you to set it up, to manage it, to train your people so that you'll be in a position to administer it yourself. And this will not just be a one-off training. It will be a continuous support that will give to you or to your people to ensure that you are doing it the right way, so that the government won't come and knock on your door one day that they want some of the money back, because that can happen, and it has happened to some organizations in the past. This is the reason why it is good to allow an organization that knows what they're doing, that can manage it and keep abreast of what is happening regarding the law of the land, to help you set it up. So gift aid is really a tax relief that is designated to benefit charities, churches, ministries, community amateur sports club, and people like that, from the donation given to you by a taxpayer who has also completed a gift aid declaration form. So how does it work? Like I've just explained, the taxpayer, who is also the donor, must, number one, complete a gift aid declaration form, signed and dated, and give that to your organization. That is what gives you the legal right, the authority to make the claim against the government or from the government for the gift aid value. You see, charities usually they don't pay tax on most of their income, and that is why they are able to claim that back, because by the donor giving you the £100 from which they have already paid income tax, by you not claiming the gift aid back, it is almost as if the donor has given you £125, but you have paid a tax of £25 to the government. And that is why you have the authority to go back and get the extra £25. However, you see, the gift aid, it's a very, very great way for organizations like charities and churches and ministry to make extra income. But at the same time, there are so many loopholes, there are so many landmines associated with gift aid management and gift aid administration. So it is important to know where those things are and how to work with them and around them so that you don't fall foul of the law. For instance, one of such areas where you need to be very mindful is that if the donor has given you, has donated a large sum of money to you as an organization, and what he has donated to you is more than 4 times the tax that he has paid, you will not be able to claim gift aid on it. Let me break that down. Say, for instance, the donor has paid a total of £200 in tax for the tax year. He has paid a total tax liability of £200. That's how much he has paid for that year for his tax. If he then comes and gives you £1,000, you cannot claim on that £1,000 because it is more than 4 times what he has paid as income tax. So it is very, very important that you bear in mind when you receive a large donation, a substantial amount being given to you. Thank God for that. But be careful that you don't fall foul by also going after the HMRC to claim gift aid on that. And these are some of the areas where the administrator can help you to manage, to structure the process in such a way that you are always within the law. Also, there could be a donor that is paying more than the minimum income tax rate. There are some people, because of the level of their income, they are on a higher band tax rate. If a donor to your organization, to your charity, is within the higher band rate of income tax, the limit that you as an organization can claim is the minimum income tax, which at current rate is 25p in the £1. However, that same donor can then go back to the government to say, I have given so amount to this organization, and because I am in the higher band tax rate, I would like to claim back the other part that the charity has not claimed. And one of the ways to do that is when the taxpayer or the donor is completing his or her tax return, he will have to, or she will have to, indicate how much they have donated so that the government can calculate how much relief they have to give back to the person. So it is not for you as a charity or as a church or ministry to say, oh, because Tunde Disu has paid his tax on the higher rate, then we need to claim more than the 25p in £1. That will not work. It is for the donor to make such claim by himself or herself. Having said that, also, there are certain donations that you cannot make claim on. Either big or small, you are not allowed to claim on certain type of donation. For instance, if a limited company should give you a certain amount of donation, you cannot claim gift aid on it, because gift aid is only for individual taxpayer, not for limited companies. Now, that does not mean that a limited company cannot give you or cannot donate to you. It just means that you as a charity cannot make claim on such donation. Some people make donation through their payroll, which is called payroll giving. You cannot make claim on payroll giving because payroll giving is deducted before tax. Therefore, no tax is paid on that amount. Therefore, you can't make any claim on that. And there are so many other ones that we can look at again as time permits. If you donate land, for instance, or property or shares, again, you cannot claim gift aid on those ones. You are not allowed to claim gift aid on the land or properties or shares that are donated to you as a charity. Now, some people will leave in their will gifts or a certain amount to a charity, to an organization. Also, you cannot claim tax on that, because when the estate of the deceased is being managed, such donation will be taken into effect. They will have taken them into consideration before a capital gain tax, for instance, or inheritance tax is levied on the estate of the deceased. So these are some of the areas where it is important for you to have a good system in place that can capture all these parameters. And also you need the support, the guidance of a knowledgeable organization like the administrator to help you in managing all these things. So as you can see, the gift aid is a wonderful gift that can add a lot of balance to your income. But at the same time, there are so many laws around it that you have to be mindful of so that you don't fall foul of the law. And that is where the administrator can help you, can work with you, can support you, can give you all this knowledge and experience that we have gathered over the years. So for more information on how we can help you on these and many other areas that we've covered and we're yet to cover, give us a call today. The phone number again is 0771 265 3428. 0771 265 3428. Or send us an email. Our email address is info@the-administrator.org. That's info@the-administrator.org. And we'll be glad to sit down with you, to look through your systems, your process, your structure, and fine-tune them and put things in place so that you can concentrate on doing what you are set up to do better. Finally, today, before I go, I want to use this opportunity to thank all of you that have been part of this program since inception, all of you that have been supporting it, all of you that have been tuning in, all the people that have been sending us feedbacks and questions and things like that. We appreciate you, and we would like to commend you and plead to you to continue to support us in this way. Also, one of the ways you can really be helpful and support us is every time you see our program, you see this on the Facebook, by all means go ahead and share it. This is how other people that we cannot reach, that are within your reach, this is how they will get to know about it. This is how they will come to benefit from the services that the administrator can render. For instance, the gift aid system that we're talking about today. There are so many churches and charities and organizations out there that just see the gift aid as a means of generating income without knowing all the intricacies and the laws and the loopholes that surrounds it. And we're here to help. We want to help. Give us the opportunity to support you. Finally, I also want to use this platform to let you know that because of a lot of other things that are happening within our structure as the administrator, instead of the daily program that we're having, we're not stopping. However, instead of having it every day, it will now come up every Monday at 8 p.m. So every Monday at 8 p.m., the Administrator Masterclass Sneak Peek will come on this same channel, Facebook Live, and I'm sure it will be a benefit. It will benefit you, it will bless you, will add value to you, and we are just a phone call away. I can't stress that enough. We are just a phone call or an email away from you, and we will be glad to hear from you, to support you, to work with you, and I'm sure you'll be glad you made the call. So until next week, on Monday when we meet again, the telephone number is 0771 265 3428, and the email address once again is info@the-administrator.org. Thank you. God bless you. We'll catch up again next week. Until then, bye-bye for now. Thank you.